Back in Action, starring Jamie Foxx and Cameron Diaz, is out on Netflix. It's a movie where they used to be spies, accidentally got pregnant and had kids, and then became kind of a stereotype of a suburban housewife and husband. The critics are shitting all over it. It's got pretty bad scores on Rotten Tomatoes and everywhere else that I've seen. I thought it was a really fun movie. I think we need more movies like this. This is not the type of movie that's going to change your life. It's not going to be some classic masterpiece. This is a movie that my wife and I were like unsure of what we wanted to watch for the night. I saw the trailer for this and I clicked it. And I think as far as Netflix goes, it's perfect for that. I'm a big fan of both Jamie Foxx and Cameron Diaz. Obviously, she's been in action movies before, movies like Night and Day, the older Charlie's Angels movies. Jamie Foxx has been in a bajillion things. You have Kyle Chandler, who you might have seen as the FBI agent in Wolf of Wall Street, and Andrew Scott, who plays Moriarty in the BBC Sherlock show. So a good little cast. And at the end of the day, Jamie Foxx is getting older. He's obviously had health issues. Cameron Diaz is approaching 50. You're not going to get some John Wick style long sequence action scenes that are super realistic and detailed. But overall, it's just a fun movie with pretty good basic messaging, which is a sadly low bar in the modern day entertainment world, but at least this one exceeds it. The general premise is that Matt and Emily, which is Jamie Foxx and Cameron Diaz, were agents. They start hooking up. She accidentally gets pregnant. They survive a plane crash, pretend they're dead, and go live a normal life. They have 2 kids, Alice and Leo. And one day, Chuck comes to their door and he asks for this secret device that they had when the plane went down that everyone believes is missing. Obviously, it's not. And it's really important because the whole plot hinges around this magical bullshit device, which is essentially a key called the ICS device, which can control any electronic system. Obvious horse shit, super powerful, a lot of stakes, whatever. Generic spy movie. You find out the device is still in existence, their cover's blown, and people come after them, and now they have to protect themselves and their kids. And obviously they go on a wacky adventure full of decent action. The settings are all different, but you know it's going to be a lot of cuts and definitely stuntmen. They're not going to get too creative. Obviously they're kind of limited by the actors and probably the budget, but they mix it up enough to where it's fun. It doesn't feel too repetitive. The movie's like an hour and 45 minutes, so you can just kind of knock it out. And one of the parts that I like about the movie is the messaging. The first part of the movie, we see their suburban life, where their daughter Alice is a little shithead because she's a teenager. And it's sad to say this, but it's refreshing to see parents not argue with their kids. Like, she obviously does shit that she shouldn't be doing, and they're like, you're grounded. And she tries to argue, and they just don't give a fuck, which is how it should be. I'm so tired of seeing these shows where the parents are like the best friends and talk to their kids about doing drugs and sex. It's just gross.
Pulverized. You know, he was probably a bottom. That's how you mostly get it, receiving.
And it kind of makes me wonder if that's how California is, and that's why they're all such fucking weirdos. And they had their son Leo, who's a little dork. And as the movie goes on, you find out that Emily is estranged from her own mother. Obviously, Alice is pissed off at her parents because they're giving her rules and blah, blah, blah. And the message of the movie is just, you only get one family. You should appreciate them. You know, you can't get that time back if you waste it. Pissed off at them if you try to leave them. Very basic bone stuff, but it's a good message at least. I feel like it actually gets the morality correct. And that's where the fucking bar is now, is just make sure your characters don't do things that you say are good but are actually evil. And yeah, I'm not going to sit here and say it's philosophical or super deep, but I thought it was pretty funny. I like both the actors. I think they're both charismatic and they're pretty fun as a couple. I think their relationship with their kids is funny too, because they're trying to balance being these special agent badasses and just mom and dad. And at the end of the day, it's a Netflix movie. Presumably, if you watch it, you already have Netflix, so it costs you nothing. I think it's a movie that if you're sitting at home one night, eating dinner, unsure what to put on, it's perfect for that. Just a fun, straightforward movie. These are the kind of movies that I feel like we used to get all the time. So even if you went to the theater, it didn't feel like a bad experience, maybe just a forgettable one. And this movie slots right in with that. I'm not sure if I'm just in a good mood or my standards have just fallen through the floor because of how bad most shit that comes out is right now.
But, well, there it is.
So either way, if you're looking to kill a couple hours, maybe put something on while you're not wanting to focus too much, check it out. If you've seen it, let me know what you think. I try to respond to the comments that aren't just insults. Like and subscribe and all that shit. Thanks. See ya.